Hey guys, before I start this podcast, I just wanted to mention that at the time of this recording, I was kind of a little bit sick, so you would hear me like sniffle and shit like that. But yeah, no, I don't have COVID. Like I stated in the podcast that I do have, I have a student, and in college there's rapid testing, and I came out negative. So I don't have COVID, which is probably the case of the sniffles because it's been windy lately. But yeah, I'll leave you there, and I hope you enjoyed this episode. So yeah. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Disorganized and Confused. I'm your host, Kenji. And yeah, this is the official second episode. I do apologize that it's been, I would say, a couple weeks since I uploaded the first one, and like about a month and a half since I recorded the first one. But yeah, I'm just here to update you guys and apologize for the wait. It's been hectic. For those who know me, I do have classes. I'm going to school. I'm still a college student. I am trying to transfer to USC for their film program because film is my love. But yeah, so it's been hectic. It's been hectic trying to get my classes and everything in order. Now that I know that I have a set schedule and what times I have to be there, what times I get out, I could start putting in more work on this side of my life. But yeah, classes are going good. Funny enough, I got lost my first day of school. I got fucking lost. So I'm taking this PE class. Yeah, oh, they have PE. Yes. This physical education class. I'm taking it because one, I'm out of shape, and hey, this is a chance for me to build a habit of exercising. So yeah, I have a PE class, and when I was looking for the class, I was lost. I was asking everybody for directions. They were giving me, I want to say the runaround, but they were like, "Oh, it's here, there," and I go, and I couldn't find it. And like I was like 15 minutes late. It was funny because I've been to that school for like about 2 years already, so I know most of it. But it's funny that someone who's been going to that school got lost on their first day. Yeah. This is my second week going to school. First week was kind of hectic. I didn't have any time to like record or anything. I am trying to get, like, I was getting books and stuff like that. Like that was my first priority. But yeah, I got everything down. So you should see constant work. Well, not work, but projects, podcast, videos, vlogs, coming up soon. Yeah, and honestly, classes are going good. The people there, they're pretty cool. They're pretty cool. Students there are nice. I forget how to interact with people because I've been doing online learning. It's good to be back and just have people have all my classes in person. You get me? Yeah. The only issue is that now I have evening classes, so I have the mornings off, which is cool. But I do get out pretty late. So yeah. So my plans moving forward would be recording podcasts, videos and all that stuff in the mornings of the days that I go to school, doing everything I possibly can, and have like a backlog of basically stuff, so I could just keep pumping out episodes every week and stay constant. But if I will say this. I'm more passionate about film. I am taking an editing class. So make sure to follow my YouTube. This podcast is going to be on that same YouTube, but I'll link it on the description. So yeah, you will start seeing more video based content instead of like audio. So yeah, so couple weeks ago, I would say like 3 weeks ago, I tried to record some gameplay. Bro, I tried to record it. Like I bought games for me to play. Like I got Hogwarts Legacy, so I actually tried to record it. It fucking sucked because it only allowed me 30 minutes to record on my camera. And then I did some research, and it turns out that I can't just use my camera like that because it's not a video camera technically. I have a DSLR. If I want to record more than 30 minutes, I will have to like hook it up to a computer and buy this adapter, and it's a whole hassle. So I'm like, you know what? I want to do this. I'm gonna do this. I want to start recording stuff and just to have like pump out content. Like I want to pump out content because I want to get used to the stuff like working. I want to learn. That's basically what I want to do. I want to learn everything that about production, everything. And I feel like as a student, this would be like my best way to go at it. Record on my DSLR. So I end up buying what's called a not sponsored, but it's a Camlink by forgot what the brand is called, but it's a Camlink by Elgato. It's an Elgato Camlink. I hooked it up. I tested out for like a couple minutes, and honestly, if you guys want to do like video content, streaming, stuff like that, use your DSLR as a camera. You don't really need a capture card if you're playing on a console. Consoles now, what they'll do is record gameplay for you. It's not going to be as like crisp and smooth as if you get a capture card, because the capture card would be the best way to go. But if you're like on a budget, like I am, that would be like, just get yourself a Camlink. I got a refurbished one for like $80. I did have to buy a HDMI cable, which was like refurbished as well, $5, and an adapter from my DSLR to the HDMI and HDMI mini, because my DSLR does not take full HDMI. It has to be the HDMI mini, and I bought that too, and it was like refurbished. It was like open box, and I got the relatively cheap ones. It's smooth video and everything. I got it for like $3. The whole thing cost me like around $100 with tax and everything and stuff like that. So yeah, best $100 I spent. I tested it out. Everything's working properly. Yeah. So yeah, I had to do it because when I was recording by myself, like everything separate, like I would had my audio recorder on, my camera on a different level, and then my PlayStation on a different. They were all separate. And they would only the camera will only record 30 minutes. Like the recording software that I use and currently using for this podcast, they record indefinitely. It's fine. PlayStation gives you 60 minutes of recording, and then after that it stops. But I'm not trying to do like 60 minutes of gameplay. I'll probably just do like 30 minutes to 40 minute segments. And I'll probably like cut a lot of stuff if I don't really need to. If I don't really need it, I will cut a lot of stuff. But yeah, I bought multiple games. I have some horror games that I haven't like finished, so I'm gonna start those lower. It's going. I have I got the ball rolling. I got the ball rolling. Yeah, I am planning to also record some vlogs, because I want to have more experience editing video. I am taking, like I mentioned before, an editing class, and yeah, like I feel like in order for me to go above and beyond, I just have to do extra work. Like I'm trying, like I told myself this year is gonna be my year. Like this year is gonna be my last year working at the job that I'm currently working at. Like I've been working there for like almost 8 years already. It's gonna be 9. Maybe the 9th year is gonna be my last year. But yeah, I think the 9th year is gonna be my last year. But I'm like slowly, like trying to like remove myself from responsibilities and stuff like that, because I want to do what I love. I want to write scripts. I want to film. I want to edit. I just want to work in that industry. It's my dream to work in that industry. And I feel like YouTube and Apple Podcasts and stuff like that will give me the experience I need for me to like work on a small film. Not like student films, because student films I could do that because I but I want to have experience. I want to have experience, and I feel like if I don't chase that experience for myself, I won't get it. So yeah, I will plan to upload every podcast. I said by Monday. They're gonna be available by Monday. I'm vlogs. I would say I might do 2 a week, and they're more like update vlogs, what's going on and stuff like that. Maybe like a rant here or two. So it's gonna be it's depending on what feels right. You get me? Because I'm not trying to pump out content just to pump out content. I'm trying to do what I'm trying to make this what I love. I feel like if I just pump out content just to pump out content, like sooner or later I'm just gonna fucking hate it, and I'm gonna burn myself out. So yeah, I'm just gonna do what I love, and I'm gonna stick to it. If you guys like it, cool, amazing, awesome. I appreciate it. If you guys don't, then I know that it's not your cup of tea. But yeah, if you have comments for me to improve my vlogs and stuff like that, I greatly appreciate it. And if you want to talk shit, just go ahead, talk shit. I don't really care. But I really hope that you do enjoy these, and if you don't, then I fully understand that it's not your cup of tea. I don't claim to be a professional. Like I said, I'm starting out, and this is just a learning experience for me, and I hope I do get better. Yeah. Now to the story part of this podcast. So many people who know me know that I wouldn't say like oblivious, but I call myself oblivious sometimes. Let me tell you a story. How oblivious I am. And especially when it comes to girls, like I just automatically assume that they're just nice. They're not hitting on me or anything. Like I'm pretty dumb. I'm pretty dumb when it comes to girls. Like I'm an idiot. So I went to Universal Studios. I would say 2015. Yeah. No. It was 2016 because I remember a couple months later I got my tattoo, and I got my tattoo 2016. Yeah. So I went to Universal Studios 2016 because I had like the annual pass and shit, and I was like, I was just having a good time. I got on the Simpsons ride. I got on the Mummy ride, and just stuff like that. Like I just got on shit that I like. I like going to Universal Studios, not sponsored. Because hey, I'm small. They don't know me, so yeah. So all the places that I go, and I mentioned, they're not sponsored. But I like going there for the reason that you take the studio tour, and you always like find like little shit that they're working on. Like last time that I went was like last year, and they closed off part of the studio tour because they were filming, and you can see all the fucking like trailers and stuff like that, cameras. They were taking a break, but you could see that everything was set up. So it was really fucking cool. And I just, like I said, I'm in love with film production and everything. Like it's my dream, and it's my goal to just work in that. And like I said, I feel like YouTube is just a stepping stone to get that. Like I know that if I keep at it, I will eventually get there. So I'm having a relatively good time. And I got off the studio tour, and I go to the Mummy ride. I fucking love the Mummy ride there. I don't know why. I think because it's fast, and I like fast roller coasters, and it's an indoor roller coaster, which is even really cool because it's all fucking dark. I get out, and when I get out, you go down. You get out, and then in the exit, you start going downstairs. And when you go downstairs, you on the exit, you see the Jurassic Park ride, like across the street from the Mummy ride. And sometimes they have like these shows where they bring out like the Velociraptor and shit. It's when they're doing promotion for the Jurassic World film. I'm not sure if it came out that time or it was like promotion. Jurassic. No, it came out. It came out because it came out in 2015, and I went in. They were like doing like promotion for it, like come see Blue and stuff like that. And those performers like really cheesy. It's funny. And I'm standing there just watching like the little show, and this girl, this like really cute girl, starts standing next to me, and she talks to me, and I'm being like I'm assuming that she's just being friendly. And I'm all like, okay, and I'm just being friendly, and I'm talking to her, this and that, and the show ends, and I go like, all right, see you later, bye. I didn't ask the girls her name or I just didn't. I just brushed it off for her just being nice. It's funny because like 2 years passed. Like 2 years later, I'm working on something with my friends, and I go, oh my god, I'm a fucking idiot. I'm fucking stupid. 2 years later, I go, I'm fucking dumb. And he goes, what happened? What happened? And I'm all like, and I tell him the story like, yeah, you're a fucking idiot, dog. She was like, clearly wanted you to ask for a number and shit. I'm like, I'm fucking oblivious to this shit. I'm like, god damn. It's not the first time that this happened to me. Like it happens to me multiple times, but I'm oblivious. Like I don't realize it until like it's like a couple days later, months later, weeks, years later. Like I don't realize it until later. And it's funny because I was thinking, I'm like, for some reason I was just thinking about it, like, huh. I'm like, oh my god, I'm a fucking idiot. I do have another story. This was at McDonald's. My best friend came to town, and we want to go get McDonald's. And when I was in the line, my brother calls me. He's like, "Hey, where you at? I'm hungry. He's like, oh, I'm at McDonald's. I'm like, oh, can I get some chicken nuggets? So I get him chicken nuggets. And the cashier is like flirting with me, but I'm not picking it up. Like, I'm not. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. And she's like, oh, I told her, can I get an order of chicken nuggets? I'm like, those are bad for you. I'm like, yeah, but they're not for me. They're for my little brother. It's like, oh, okay. She gives me my receipt. I pay for it and all that shit. And then my number comes up. She calls my number and she's all like, oh, I put a little extra in there. I put a little extra for something. I put a little something extra in there for you. And I'm like, oh, okay, thank you, bye. And my friends are like, yo, what she said? I'm like, I don't know. Like, I wasn't paying attention. And she's all like, no, and he's all like, I heard her say she put a little extra something. Check the bag. I'm like, okay. Turns out she gave me another order of chicken nuggets and fries. I'm like, yo, she was hitting on me. But then again, I'm like, all right, I was like 19 at the time. And she was like older. I feel like she was like 25, 26. Like, she was an older woman. I'm like, no. Yeah, it's funny. It's fucking hilarious. Trying to think of something if I had another experience like that that I recall. Like, some of them were at school. Like, this girl came up to me and hugged me like really tight, and I just brushed it off. Like, I'm horrible. I'm just horrible with like picking up signals like that because I'm just an idiot. My friend's like, you might be gay. I'm like, no, it's not that. It's just that I just automatically assume that they're just being nice. Like, I don't register like they're flirting. You get me? I guess because I feel like the guy is the one who's supposed to make the first move. But I never do because I don't know if it's just weird. Like trying to figure that out for me it's hard and weird. But yeah, I'm completely oblivious, and I feel like I have what the kids call it nowadays, zero riz. I'm not a rizzy boy. I wish I had some riz. But yeah. So expect, I would say, podcast every Monday. From now on, I am trying to like record videos, podcasts, and gameplay in the mornings when I have time. So yeah, this is basically was an update to the last podcast, why I haven't been posting, even though you guys, I only posted one, and they're like, oh, Vuza got scared and shit. And like, no, it's just that shit. Like, I can't afford right now just to like focus on this because I do have bills to pay, and I do have school. Oh my god, sorry. Oh my god, like school. I do have school, so I was trying to find like the perfect schedule for me to like just to work on shit. So yeah, I guess this would be somewhat short. But yeah, again, thanks for listening. And those who are on YouTube, thanks you for watching the video and listening to it. I just remembered, like I said, like I'm this is a casual podcast, it's completely unscripted, and I just go what feels right. Video format, I don't think I will do it because I have to figure out how to record more than 30 minutes when it's not plugged into the computer. But if I have to have it plugged into the computer, I will have to get. I will have to see. But for right now, in the near future, it's going to be audio only. I will let you know if I think of doing video, and I think I'll do video when it's like, I wouldn't say when I get guests on, like when I have when I have a smooth, when it's more smoother and I have more episodes and more experience, I will take on the task of adding video to it. So those who want to see how my studio is and stuff like that, then yeah. But you do have like some like, I say studio, but it's basically my desk under my bed and shit like that. It's a loft. Like I explained last time. Like if you guys want to have see how I have everything set up, cool. I could show you, but we'll have to wait till when it's video, because I want to like have experience in this. But again, now gonna end it because I am just rambling on. So yeah, thank you for listening. I will just grateful for you guys who are listening. Thank you for the feedback if you leave feedback. And I hope you have a very nice day, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.